Hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome back to Minecraft 1.19, welcome to my brand new series, Minecraft Hardcore Survival. In this episode guys, we are going to do a few things. One of those is going to be farming. We need to set up ourselves with food, because in hardcore mode guys, it's not going to be easy. So that is something I've been planning, and I think is the right approach on this episode to do that. Secondly, we are going to do mining, and that is important because we need iron, a lot of it. I am thinking about maybe two stacks of iron could do. We need to set some iron tools, we need a full iron armor set, that would be great, and we need a bucket because we are going to do farming just right here where I am just doing all this cleaning up and gathering all this wheat as well. So that is important. In addition to that, I think that we need to make this little starter house mob proof, and that means that we need to do us the best we can to ensure the mobs are not going to spawn inside this farming area. So what I'm going to do is to set a perimeter of maybe cobblestone walls all around the house, so we can be safe as we can be. So I think it's time to go mining. So I found this place close by to the house, and I'm going to do a strip mining guys. And I said in my last episode, one thing that really works for me is to get to access Y15 and do a strip mining. I get a lot of iron that way, so I'm going to go down as quick as I can and start gathering iron, because as I said, we are going to need a lot of it. So down we go to 15. That is going to be the area they want, the axis layout that we want, and this is what it is now. We are right, as you can see, in y-axis 15, and I'm going to set up here a little room, I think, and I'm going to go wide once I reach that point of the axis 15. I'm going to create a bit of room, and maybe I'm going to place here later on maybe a bed, maybe a crafting table, even a furnace, maybe, I don't know. So I found a bit of gold in here, but of course my pickaxe is not good enough to gather it, but I need that space, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So the important thing by doing this is that it's safe, or as safe as it can be. Although if you look back in my first series, you will see that it wasn't that safe at all. So once I created that room, then what I'll do is start strip mining, and I'll do it 1 by 3. That means that 3 tall, 1 wide, and I'll do it every 2 blocks. That yields a lot of good things. I found this cave, by the way, which is not too bad, but I can't risk it at this point. We don't have any armor, we don't have any swords or shells for that matter, which that is another reason why we want that iron. We need to create that. So I'm going to mark this area here with 2 torches, so I know that if I want to go caving, this will be a good place. And as you can see, iron is here. Gold, no, I thought there was a gold, I thought it was iron, but it isn't. So let's carry on, and soon hopefully we can find the iron that we need. And look how long I have been mining for, which is not bad at all. So back to surface again, and one thing I like to do is to set some torches in here in the way out. That will guarantee at least a tiny bit that when I come out, mobs are not going to spawn close by. Sometimes you finish mining, and when you get out, it's pitch dark in the middle of the night, and you find skeletons and creepers and all that good stuff next to you. So of course now we need to create some pickaxes, because I want to stay mining for a little while. So I need those at least 2 stacks of iron, maybe a bit much, but that is what I want. In addition to that, I'm going to take a crafting table and a bed, as I said at the beginning. And that's going to be critical, guys, because if you run out, and by the way, close the door, thanks. And if, by the way, you need additional tools or anything else that you may need, it's important that you have that crafting table. So there you go, back mining again. And I'm going to set my bed, I think, in this corner here. And so it's going to be the crafting table. I think that, yeah, that could be great right here. You don't need a bigger space, but if you could actually add a furnace if you wanted to, or even a chest. Some people do great things. I don't see it necessary. So let's carry on with the mining process. Ooh, and iron. There you go. And that's important because we are going to need a lot of these things. So this vein looks very promising, actually. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good vein of iron. Maybe 5-6 pieces. That can be great to start doing this thing. So I'm going to carry on and I'm going to show you how much iron you can actually get. And as I said at the beginning, it really works for me at axis 15 in this patch. Really yields a lot of iron. And gold. Coal is going to be important. I love coal in this game. It's something I'm really attached to. I give you the XP, give you the thing that you need to create torches or to even do smelting. It's very valuable. So I love doing it. And more iron, as you can see, up in the top. Yeah, that's going to be a good vein. It has to be, because maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, look at that. And by the way, I need a pickaxe. There you go. Yeah, I think that by doing so, this type of technique, when you do this type of mining, has to be safe, and especially when you play a hardcore, and especially if you don't have the amount of experience that some of you have, guys, because I don't. And you can see more iron, and it took me about an hour and a half to get just above 2 stacks, so that wasn't too bad. And you can see iron everywhere. And it's important that when you try to do this type of mining, you bring your resources with you. Food is going to be one of those that I haven't mentioned. Oh, and I just found a cave. Now, can be a bit risky, but you know what? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So I'm going to move on, guys. I'm going to carry on with more iron. As you can see, yeah, plenty of iron at this axis. I love doing this when I need iron, especially, and you can do this as well if you are farming diamonds, which we will, and the axis, of course, will change as well. But you can see there's another cave in here, so plenty of caving opportunities that we can do, but I'm not quite ready for that. So let's carry on making pickaxes, because that is what we are down here for. So there you go, and carry on farming more iron. And you know, even lupus. Look, you can actually you can gather anything at this axis, and I love the 15 because that. So I'm going to carry on this way. Maybe it's time to do a bit of caving, guys. I'm not too sure how this is going to go. Hopefully it's not going to happen the same that happens in my last hardcore series, which was terrible. And with this resurrection one, definitely I'm more cautious. I'm going to do everything I can, guys, from perimeter walls to be very cautious doing this mining thing, because you know, you have to be careful. If you want to do this properly, you really have to. And when we talk about hardcore, you only have one go. And I feel scammed. I thought that was a nice cave, but it isn't. And I noticed that we are at axis 19, so I need to carry on going down a bit more. Oh, and more iron, by the way. And this is the great thing about doing mining and caving, that by doing mining itself, you still can find great caves to explore if you want to. So we carry on making more pickaxes, and now I think it's time to have a sleep and come out to the house and start smelting, guys. And I think that we have made, just above 2 stacks. That's exactly what I wanted, because now it's time to create the items that we need to try to survive. There you go, use 64 iron ingots in this furnace, and I'm hoping that the next one is going to have the same amount, which I think is going to right here. Yeah, 64. Great, 2 stacks, and I think that maybe 10 on the other one, just maybe. But I think it's time to make an iron helmet, and we are going to create the full set, including the iron leggings, the chest plate, and of course we are going to need the iron boots as well. Now you feel safer in this environment. Obviously we are going to need an iron sword as well, because the stone one is not as efficient. And we have plenty of iron now, but not only we have the iron, but also we know what to get it easily. Now we want that bucket of water because we are going to create some farming. Nice sunset, another day in Minecraft, guys, and I'm going to create this little tiny pond in here. Now this is going to be the source of my natural water, and I'm thinking to make a hay farm down here, and then eventually bring some cows, because we are going to need the cows to get the leather to do the enchanting, so that's going to be important. So I'm going to go 1 block deep in here, maybe for 7, 8 long, and that is going to hold the water from this natural, beautiful little pond. As you can see, it looks pretty good, you have to admit. So now when we do this type of thing, or at least when I do it, I like to give it a natural look. As you can see, I try to give it a very yogurt look, and of course we are going to need the hoe, because without that is no way that we can go anyway. So because we have the water source in there, we can go 4 blocks either side of the water source. So here is going to be the starting farm. I think they could look pretty cool, guys, and definitely it's going to give us that hay that we need to get those the wheat, I mean those cows going as well, because we will need them, as I said. So let's plant these seeds in here, and hopefully we will get wheat very soon. Maybe in the next episode, guys, we can start doing some animal farming, maybe get some cows. That is going to be a priority number 1, ready for enchanting, and definitely sheep if we can't. Now the wall, we are going to create this perimeter, guys. I think it's really important. I'm just too cautious based on my last experience with hardcore series, which I only lasted 2 days, guys. Yeah, I did. Very sad situation, and it wasn't my fault anyway, so there you go. So I thought we made this starter house, which was pretty nice. It's not the best, because we have to admit it's not the best, but it's very good as a starter house. I'm going to create this gap in here for the gate, because we're going to have a gate right here, and I'm going to carry on all the way around the house, with keeping in mind to or definitely I want to give enough space to make more things inside this perimeter, like animal farming, for example. That's going to be really important. We do that because we are going to need them at some point, and I'm looking forward as well to go farming for or mining for diamonds. That is going to be great, guys. So now we have a full set of iron armor. Soon it's going to be enchanting, hopefully in the next episode, and then we can actually adventure to get all those diamonds ready for a full set of armor as well. That would be great. And of course enchantment. So what I'm doing here in this perimeter is using different type of blocks, just to give it maybe a different type of look at the wall. I think it's really important. Now 1 block is not going to be enough, so I'm going to build up to 2 blocks at least, and then maybe in some places 3 blocks, just to give a more natural look. So I'm going to create now the 2 blocks in here, as you can see, and it's starting to look really nice, I think. Of course, you can use different type of items in here, like stairs, for example, or slabs, and give it a different type of look to the wall as well. You can make it look very rustic or broken down, almost like a ruins. and it can look very, very nice, guys. Just give it a go. I'm not too experienced with this game, but the things I'm learning are definitely very useful to play this game safely, guys, especially if we are playing hardcore mode, which is not easy at all. It definitely isn't. So the aim is to last, well, for as long as possible, but I think 100 days. Oh my god, 100 days will be great to do. So there you go. As you can see, I'm putting a couple more of blocks on the top of the second line of blocks, just to look a bit different and more natural as well. So that's what I'm doing. As I said, if you want to do something different, you're more than welcome to do your own thing, but make sure that you are safe and those mobs are not going to spawn next to your house, because that can be a pain in the butt, guys. It definitely can be. And yeah, but that pretty much finished that wall. There you go. Brilliant. Now, something else really important is to ensure that is mob spawn proofed, and that you need to do that. You need to put some light, and unfortunately, the only light we have at the moment are torches. So I'm going to fill this place full of torches. Hopefully, we won't have any type of mob spawning, although spiders can climb walls, so you have to be careful with that. But definitely, you won't have creepers and zombies or whatever, so that is pretty cool indeed. So yeah, very nice. So I'm going to create a gate, and you know, just to give it a bit of character to this perimeter. I think it's really important. So I'm going to use some fences in here and some slabs just to create, you know, different look into the gates. That look to me look pretty cool. You know, it makes sense to have a gate, because you are going to have a gate if you want to come in and out. So there you go. A few slabs in here, maybe a torch in here. And no, that doesn't look great. So maybe at the front, right there and there. Yeah, that looks different. And produces light. And because we are farming, of course, sugar canes are going to be really important as well for mapping, because we are going to need to go exploring at some point. Now, to do that, we are going to need maps, and sugar canes are going to provide us with that. So I'm going to create these two little farms in either side. So inside the perimeter, we are going to have with a farm, we are going to have an animal farm, and sugar canes as well should we need it. And of course, a stairs in here to go up and down. Yeah, very nice. Now, something else that I really love in these games are sweet berries. Why? Because they are so easy to grow. You don't need water, you just don't need anything. So I'm going to create two lines in here, maybe 2 blocks apart, of maybe 6, 7 or 8. It depends how long and how big you want them. Now, the thing with sweet berry bushes is that if you get too close to them, they will sting you, and definitely will take health away. So I'm going to put these 2 fences in either side, and I'm going to cover the sweet berry bushes with slabs. That way you can actually harvest the berries without touching the bushes. And that's a really good trick that I learned playing this game, and I absolutely love it, because I used to go crazy trying to do that. So there you go, look at that. Now we have a sweet berry farm, a wheat farm, a sugarcane farm. It's looking pretty cool, and I think that we are safe, guys. Now the last thing to do, of course, is going to make the gate safer. That's important, because if we don't close this gap in here, we may have mobs coming through it, and you know, we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to place a gate right here in the middle, and I'm going to close this gap with walls, and hopefully they won't be able to jump that little wall. So I'm going to put that at the top and that one in here as well, and that is going to be pretty much it, guys. I think that we have a very nice little setting here to succeed in this hardcore mode this time, guys. So let me know what you think, and of course, if you like it, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. So come back for more, guys. I will see you then, so take great care.